When someone calls 911, it's normally for a life-threatening or criminal emergency, not because a restaurant messed up your order or because you're worried about a seal struggling in the ocean. 911 operators have an extremely stressful job. They must quickly obtain the information needed to determine an appropriate course of action. It's important to know that calling 911 for a non-emergency is illegal and can result in a fine or jail time. In this video, you will find some of the most embarrassing calls 911 operators have ever received. Yes, this one only has 15 items, and we're ready for your comments.
"15.
An elderly lady called 911 because she was unable to open up the bottles of beer she bought to help her fall asleep. She then asked the dispatcher if they could send a man over to meet her downstairs to open up the bottle. The dispatcher actually agreed to send help and informed the lady that there would be someone over shortly to help her. Well, that's nice. Don't do that.
14.
A woman called 911 because her local Burger King was not making her Western burger correctly. Now that's an emergency. The dispatcher tried to explain to the lady that there was nothing criminal going on and suggested she calmly speak to the manager.
13.
A woman called 911 because she saw a gentleman driving with his foot out the window. She continued to follow him in her car until he stopped. The dispatcher tried to explain to the woman that it's not illegal to drive with your foot out of the window. She hung up and tried calling 911 again. She was warned if she kept calling, she would get a ticket for abusing emergency communications. I love the thought of her. I'm not getting what I want. Click, I want someone else.
12.
A woman called 911 when she noticed a seal in the water was struggling a bit. She asked the dispatcher if someone could come and help it. The dispatcher then responded, "With all due respect, a seal is an aquatic mammal. If it cannot survive in the ocean, then I'm afraid that's a concept called natural selection."
What a jerk.
Depends,
He's still a jerk.
Depends how it was struggling. Maybe it was just swimming really rapidly.
Maybe he was swimming stupidly.
11.
A woman called 911 during a small hurricane in Florida. She began to tell the dispatcher that her air conditioning was out. The dispatcher tried to explain that it may be because of the hurricane. The woman responded in a panicked voice that she could not open her windows and was running out of air, and then she hung up. She probably died. Yeah, she died.
10.
A young man called 911 because he was too high off of weed. He was frightened that he couldn't feel anything. When police officers got to the scene, they found the 22-year-old curled in the fetal position, surrounded by Chips Ahoy, goldfish crackers, and Doritos.
9.
Lorna Dudash called 911 because she was interested in seeing a police officer that recently left her house again. I said that weird. She admitted that she didn't have an emergency, but thought the officer was cute and didn't know any other way of getting a hold of him. Oh.
I like how we're just kind of rolling with this one.
Yeah! What else?
Yeah, it's not meant to be taken seriously.
8.
A gentleman called the Jacksonville 911 when he didn't get what he paid for at Subway. He went on to tell the dispatcher that he ordered 2 sandwiches, asking for everything on both, but grew upset when he didn't get mustard and mayo on both his sandwiches. Are people really this dumb?
Yes.
Alright.
7.
A 53-year-old woman was arrested when she called 911 because her husband was not eating his dinner. The police station then reported that it wasn't her first time calling 911 for a non-emergency. The time before that, she'd called because she couldn't find her clothes, and another time because her dogs got loose. I feel like that's the most okay one so far.
Eat your dinner, or we will call the cops.
Not that one. Oh, wait. The dogs.
6.
Mr. Kimble called 911 to inform them that he wasn't getting served by the Taco Bell employees because you can't walk up to the drive-thru. You have to, drive. Kimble then told the dispatcher that he had the munchies and asked if they were going to help him out or if he was going to have to get arrested to go home.
That's where they take you.
Back home.
5.
A woman called 911 because she said there was an intruder taking a shower in her bathroom. Little did she know that that very intruder was calling 911 at the exact same time. The intruder informed the dispatcher that he just broke into a house and the owner came home, but he didn't know where he was. What is happening?
4,
A hungry gentleman realized he was missing one of the 7 burgers he ordered when he got into his vehicle. He went back inside the restaurant and tried to get his burger, but things didn't turn out the way he wanted. So he decided to call 911. He should go hang out with that one woman whose husband wasn't eating. She probably has extra food.
3,
Robert, age 21, called 911 to inquire about how much trouble he would get in for growing his marijuana plant. The dispatcher said it depended on how big the plant was. He responded with, "It's only a seedling."
2,
A woman called 911 because her Chinese food was not up to her standards. She then went on to say that she tried calling to get her money back, but the restaurant declined to do so. The dispatcher asked why she decided to call the life-threatening emergency line, and the woman responded, "What else was I supposed to do? Jump over the thing and beat them up?"
1,
A woman called 911 to tell them that there were alligators in the river. Boy, I hope this one's from Florida. After the dispatchers informed her that it's typical for Florida. Yes! The woman said she was worried because she lets her kids play and swim in the river. The dispatcher then asked why she would let her kids play and swim in alligator-infested waters. So, what's the dumbest 911 call you've ever heard? Or hopefully you haven't done that yourself, but if you have, let us know in the comments below, or tweet your answers to us at List25.
Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button on the bottom right and the notification bell so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these videos here or just head to our website at list25.com.